a special present.
What is it?
Open it up.
A book?
That's right. When I was your age, television was called books. And this is a special book. It was a book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father. And today I'm going to read it to you.
Has it got any sports in it?
Are you kidding? Fencing, fighting, torture, revenge, giants, monsters, chases, escapes, love, and miracles.
Doesn't sound too bad. I'll try to stay awake.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you. Your vote of confidence is overwhelming, all right?
Book open now. He begins to read.
The Princess Bride by S. Morgenstern. Chapter 1. Buttercup was raised on a small farm in the country of Florida. Her favorite pastimes were riding her horse and tormenting the farm boy that worked there. His name was Wesley, but she never called him that. Nothing gave Buttercup as much pleasure as ordering Wesley around.
Farm boy, touch my horse's saddle. I want to see my face shining in it by morning.
As you wish.
For your next 5 lines, you're going to have to read them backwards.
Wait, who?
Wesley. Continue. It's,
Wish you as.
nope, it's Nikki.
Oh, that day she was amazed to discover that.
Nope.
Whoa.
That's
It's
you.
not highlighted. As you wish. It was all.
All right. Nikki, you have to twerk for the rest of your line.
I have to stand up and twerk.
You have to stand up and twerk as you read your lines for the rest of the scene.
Not wearing proper attire. It doesn't work out properly. All right. The rest of my lines with this line.
Just this line. We'll do just this
Okay.
line. Okay, you can do it.
I finished with, as you wish, was all he ever said to her.
Farm boy, that'll do some blood. Please.
Wish he was.
You have to high five everyone in the audience. Good
Make your life easy. There you go. You're first.
That day she was amazed to discover that when he was saying, as you wish,
Spend the rest of the scene reading from an audience member's lap, Nikki.
Unrelated to that, they lock in a passionate kiss.
We're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there. Oh, sorry.
I still have to finish my line.
Oh, sorry.
All right. What he meant was, I love you. And even more amazing was the day she realized she truly loved him back.
Farm boy, fetch me that picture.
Who she was.
They lock in a passionate kiss.
Cammy, somebody has to give you, it has to spank you on the bottom 5 times. It's, blame the audience.
Oh, dang it.
Now you can say your line.
They lock in a passionate kiss.
And my Wesley and Buttercup, instead of just kissing, you get to slap each other.
Hold it! What is this? Are you trying to trick me? Where's the sports? Is this a kissing book?
Wait, just wait.
Well, when does it get good?
Keep your shirt on, let me read. Wesley had no money for marriage, so he packed his few belongings and left the farm to seek his fortune across the sea. It was a very emotional time for Buttercup.
Oh, I don't believe this.
Wesley didn't reach his destination. His ship was attacked by the dread pirate robbers.
And we all have to say, takes no survivors.
Takes no survivors.
Who never left captives alive. When Buttercup got the news that Wesley was murdered,
Murdered by pirates is good.
she went into her room and shut the door, and for days she neither slept nor ate.
I will never love again.
5 years later, the main square of Florence City was filled with never before to hear the announcement of the great Prince Humperdinck.
Who's my Humperdinck? You have a stack of name tags in front of you.
Okay.
You're gonna put one.
Okay.
There you go.
My people, the Princess Buttercup.
Buttercup's emptiness consumed her, although the law of the land gave Humperdinck
Get to put another name tag on.
the right to choose his bride. She did not love him, despite Humperdinck's
Get to put another name tag on.
reassurance that she would grow to love him. The only joy she found was in her daily ride.
A word, my lady. We are but 4 lost circus performers. Is there a village nearby?
There's nothing nearby, not for miles.
Then there will be no one to hear you scream.
Cut to a tiny isolated spot at the edge of the Florin Channel. A sailboat is moored.
I don't think it's right killing an innocent girl.
Am I going mad, or did the word think escape your lips? You were not hired for your brains, you hippopotamic landmass.
I agree with Fezzik.
Oh, the sot has spoken. What happens to her is not truly your concern. I will kill her. And remember this. Never forget this. When I found you, you were so slobbering drunk you couldn't buy brandy. And you friendless, brainless, helpless, hopeless, do you want me to send you back to where you were, unemployed in Greenland?
That Vizini can fuss.
Fuss. Fuss. I think he likes to scream at us.
Aiden, you get to do a push-up.
Probably means no harm.
He's really short on charm.
Oh, you've got a great gift for rhyme.
Yes, some of the time.
Enough of that!
Physics, are there rocks ahead?
If there are, we'll all be dead.
No more rhymes now, I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
Dissolved to the sailboat racing across the dark waters.
We'll reach the cliffs by dawn.
Inigo nods, glances back.
Why are you doing that?
Making sure nobody's following us.
That would be inconceivable.
Jordan, under your chair, there's a bag of ice cubes. Yeah. You're gonna drop one down Vizini's back.
Despite what you think, you will be caught. And when you are, the prince will see you hanged.
Of all the necks on this boat, Highness, the one you should be worrying about is your own.
Inigo keeps staring behind them.
Stop doing that. We can all relax. It's almost over.
You're sure nobody's following us?
As I told you, it would be absolutely, totally, and in all other ways inconceivable.
You get to drop another ice cube.
That's the look at defeat.
No one in Gilder knows what we've done, and no one in Florin could have gotten here so fast. Out of curiosity, why do you ask?
No reason. It's only, I just happened to look behind us and something is there.
What? Probably some local fisherman out for a pleasure cruise at night through eel-infested waters.
Look, he's right on top of us. I wonder if he's using the same wind we are using.
Whoever he is, he's too late. See? The cliffs of insanity! Hurry up, move the thing. Up. That other thing, move it. We're safe. Only Fezzik is strong enough to go up our way. He'll have to sail around for hours till he finds a harbor.
They reach the cliffs. Vizini straps a harness to Fezzik, who lifts Buttercup and Vizini in the harness. and he starts to ascend the rope, carrying them all along with him as he goes.
He's climbing the rope, and he's gaining on us.
Inconceivable!
Cut to the cliff top as Fezzik makes it. Mazzini leaps off and takes out a knife, cuts the rope which is tied around a great rock. The man in black is hanging suspended hundreds of feet in the air, holding to the jagged rocks, desperately trying to cling to life.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable.
Just go over there in front of your shirt there for me.
Cut it to the back.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. My God, he's climbing!
Whoever he is, he's obviously seen us with the princess and must therefore die. You, carry her. We'll head straight for the Gilded Frontier. Catch up when he's dead. If he falls, fine. If not, a sword.
Hello there.
The man in black glances up, kind of grunts.
Slow going?
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but this is not as easy as it looks, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't distract me.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I do not suppose you could speed things up.
If you're in such a hurry, you could lower a rope or a tree branch or find something useful to do.
I could do that. In fact, I've got some rope up here. But I do not think that you will accept my help since I am only waiting around to kill you.
That does put a damper on our relationship.
But I promise I will not kill you until you reach the top.
That's very comforting, but I'm afraid you'll just have to wait.
I hate waiting. I could give you my sword as a Spaniard.
No good. I've known too many Spaniards.
You don't know any way you'll trust me.
Nothing comes to mind.
I swear on the soul of my father, Domingo Montoya, you will reach the top alive.
Throw me the rope. Thank you.
I do not mean to pry, but you do not by chance have 6 fingers on your right hand.
Coulter, under your chair, there should be a squirt gun. You need to come squirt hand in the face. You might want to hang out in the general area for a moment.
You can come sit down, it'll be okay. My father was slaughtered by a 6-fingered man. He was a...
Sorry, need a squirter again.
Yes!
Yeah, just stay over here. You don't need to find your just stay. You should just stay. Come stand by me.
He was a great sword maker, my father. And when the 6-fingered man... appeared and requested a special sword, my father took the job. He slaved a year before he was done.
I have never seen its equal.
The 6-fingered man... returned into magnet, but at 1/10 his promised price. My father refused. Without a word, the 6-fingered man slashed him through the heart. I loved my father, so naturally challenged his murder to a duel. I failed. The 6-fingered man...
I love this job.
The 6-fingered man did leave me alive with the 6-fingered sword.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
How old were you?
I was 11 years old. When I was strong enough, I dedicated my life to the study of fencing. So the next time we meet, I will not fail. I will go up to the 6-fingered man and say hello.
Oh. No. You're going to say that line like a chain smoker.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
You've done nothing but study swordplay.
More pursuit than study lately, you see. I cannot find him. It's been 20 years now. I'm starting to lose confidence. I just work for Vizzini to pay the bills. There's not a lot of money in revenge.
Well, I certainly hope you find him someday.
You are ready then?
Whether I am or not, you've been more than fair.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to kill you.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to die.
Begin!
They fight.
Okay, you two, come on out. We get to do a sword fight. With a beast.
I am not pregnant.
I am also not left-handed.
All right, finish it, you guys.
The man in black has Inigo at sword point.
Kill me quickly.
I would as soon destroy a stained glass window as an artist like yourself, however, since I can't have you following me either.
And he donks Inigo's head with his heavy sword handle. Inigo pitches forward unconscious.
Please understand, I hold you in the highest respect.
He grabs his scabbard and takes off after the princess, and we cut to close-up Vizzini.
Inconceivable. Give her to me. Catch up with us quickly.
Grabs Buttercup and struts off.
What do I do?
Finish him. Finish him. Your way.
Oh, good, my way. Thank you, Vizzini. Which way is my way?
Pick up one of those rocks, get behind the boulder, and in a few minutes the man in black will come running around the bend. The minute his head is in view, hit him with the rock.
Vizzini and Buttercup hurry away.
My way is not very sportsmanlike.
He grabs one of the rocks and plods behind the boulder, and we dissolve to the man in black, racing up the mountain trail. As he rounds the bend, a rock flies into frame, shattering on a boulder inches in front of him.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
I believe you. So what happens now?
We face each other as God intended. Sportsmanlike. No tricks, no weapons. Skill against skill alone.
You mean you'll put down your rock and I'll put down my sword and we'll try to kill each other like civilized people?
I could kill you now.
Frankly, I think the odds are slightly in your favor at hand fighting.
It's not my fault being the biggest and strongest. I don't even exercise.
They fight.
And you guys get to do a rock, paper, scissors battle.
The man in black knocks Fezzik out.
I don't envy you the headache you will have when you awake, but in the meantime, rest well and dream of large women.
Cut to Vizzini with a knife pointed at Buttercup's throat. She is blindfolded. The man in black comes running around the path, sees Vizzini, slows.
So, it is down to you, and it is down to me. If you wish her dead, by all means, keep moving forward.
Let me explain.
There's nothing to explain. You're trying to kidnap what I've rightfully stolen.
Perhaps an arrangement can be reached.
There will be no arrangement, and you're killing her.
But if there can be no arrangement, then we are at an impasse.
I'm afraid so. I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brains.
You're that smart.
Let me put it this way. Have you heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes.
Morons.
Really? In that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits.
For the princess?
The man in black nods.
To the death?
Another nod.
I accept.
Good. Then pour the wine.
Lexi, under your chair, you should have a container of silly string. Oh, shoot, Cammy.
Inhale this, but do not touch.
I smell nothing.
What you do not smell is called iocane powder. It is odorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in liquid, and is among the more deadlier poisons known to man.
The man in black takes the goblets, turns his back. A moment later, he turns again, faces Vizzini, drops the iocane packet. It is now empty. The man in black puts one glass in front of Vizzini, the other in front of himself.
All right, where is the poison? The battle of wits has begun. It ends when you decide and we both drink and find out who is right and who is dead.
But it's so simple. All I have to do is divine from what I know of you. Are you the sort of man who would put the poison into his own goblet, or his enemies? No, a clever man would put the poison into his own goblet, because he would know that only a great fool would reach for what he was given. I'm not a great fool, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
Lexi, you get to come over here and shoot Mitch.
Sorry about the excuse. Those were my fault, though.
But you must have known I was not a great fool. You would have counted on it. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
Lexi, you should just stay over here. Just
You've made your decision then.
Not remotely, because iocane comes from Australia, as everyone knows, and Australia is entirely peopled with criminals. And criminals are used to having people not trust them, as you are not trusted by me. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Wait till I get going. Where was I?
Australia.
Yes, Australia. And you must have suspected I would have known the powder's origin, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
Oh, I'm running out.
That's okay, I have another one.
You're just stalling now.
I'd like to think that, wouldn't you? You've beaten my giant, which means you're exceptionally strong. So you could have put the poison in your own goblet, trusting on your strength to save it. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you.
Oh, fresh man makes so much difference.
But you've also bested my Spaniard, which means you must have studied. And in studying, you must have learned that man is mortal. So you would not have put the poison as far from yourself as possible. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
You're trying to trick me into giving away something. It won't work.
It has worked. You've given away everything. Everything away. I know where the poison is.
And make your choice.
I will. And I choose. What in the world can that be?
What? Where? I don't see anything.
Vizzini switches the goblets while the man in black has his head turned.
Oh, well, I could have sworn I saw something. No matter.
The man in black turns to face him again. Vizzini starts to laugh.
What's so funny?
I'll tell you in a minute. First, let's drink. Me from my glass and you from yours.
They drink the wine.
No, you get to hit him. Oh!
You guessed wrong.
You only think I guessed wrong. That's what's so funny. I switched your glasses when your back was turned, you fool. You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia. But only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
He laughs and roars and cackles and whoops and isn't always quite cheery until he falls over dead. The man in black pulls a buttercup to her feet.
Who are you?
I'm no one to be trifled with. That is all you ever need know.
He starts to lead her off the mountain path into untraveled terrain.
To think, all that time it was in your cup that was poison.
They were both appointed. I spent the last few years building up an immunity to iodine powder.
I know who you are. Your cruelty reveals everything. You're the dread Pirate Roberts. Admit it.
Take
no
survivors.
Pride, what can I do for you?
You can die slowly, cut into 1,000 pieces.
Hardly complimentary, Your Highness. Why loose your venom on me?
You killed my love.
It's possible. I kill a lot of people. Who is this love of yours? Another prince, like this one, ugly, rich, and scabby?
No, a farm boy. Poor. Poor and perfect. With eyes like the sea after a storm. On the high seas, your ship attacked, and the dread Pirate Roberts never takes prisoners.
Take no survivors.
I can't afford to make exceptions. Once word leaks out that a pirate has gone soft, people begin to disobey you, and then it's nothing but work, work, work all the time.
You mock my pain.
Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. I remember this farm boy of yours, I think. This would be, what, 5 years ago? Was it bother you to hear?
Nothing you can say will upset me.
He died well. That should please you. No bribe attempts or blubbering. He simply said, please, please, I need to live. It wasn't please that caught my memory. I asked him what was so important for him. True love.
Okay, everybody, you're going to rotate one chair to the left, leave your scripts where they are, take your water, and if you have any props under your chair, take those with you.
Yes!
And you'll pick up where we left off. Oh, and then he spoke of a girl of surpassing beauty and faithfulness. I can only assume he meant you. You should bless me for destroying him before I found out what you really are. And love him. Faithfulness, he talked of, madam. Your enduring faithfulness. Now tell me truly, when you found out he was gone, did you get engaged to your prince that same hour? Or did you wait a whole week out of respect for the dead?
You mocked me once. Never do it again. I died that day. You can die too for all I care.
She pushes him down the ravine.
As you wish. And you are going to kiss the person on your right on their cheek and say, I never loved you. I never loved you.
Sweet Wesley. Oh, my sweet Wesley. What have I done?
She dives into the ravine. Wesley crawls slowly toward her.
Can you move at all?
Move? You're alive. If you want, I can fly.
I told you I would always come for you. Why didn't you wait for me?
Well, you were dead.
Death cannot stop true love.
Everyone rotate.
Death cannot stop true love. All it can do is delay it for a while.
I will never act again.
There will never be a need.
And now they begin to kiss. It's a tender kiss. Tender and loving and gentle and...
Slap each other.
Oh, no, please.
What? What is it? What's the matter?
We have to hear the kissing part.
Somebody may not mind so much.
Into the fire swamp. That sounded good.
Oh, you're sick. I'll humor you.
He picks up the book again.
So now, where were we here? Yeah. Ah, okay. Wesley and Buttercup raced along the ravine floor.
Ha! Your pig fiancé is too late. A few more steps and we'll be safe in the fire swamp.
We'll never survive.
Nonsense. You're only saying that because no one ever has.
Cut to Buttercup and Wesley emerging from the fire swamp.
We did it.
Now it's not so terrible.
Humperdinck,
Humperdinck, you're going to put on one of your name tags.
is waiting on his horse, Rugen beside him.
Surrender!
You mean to wish to surrender to me? Very well. I accept.
I give you full marks for bravery. Don't make yourself a fool.
Ah, but how will you capture us? We know the streets, the secrets of the fire swamp. We can live there quite happily for some time. So whenever you feel like dying, feel free to visit.
I tell you once again, surrender!
It will not happen.
For the last time, surrender!
Death first! Will you promise not to hurt him?
What was that?
What was that?
If promise not to hurt this man.
May I live 1,000 years and never hunt again.
He's a sailor on the pirate ship Revenge. Promise to return him to his ship.
I swear it will be done. Once we're out of sight, take him back to Florida and throw him in the pit of despair.
I swear it will be done.
I thought you were dead once, and it almost destroyed me. I could not bear it if you died again. It's not when I could save you.
Buttercup is swooped off her feet onto Humperdinck's horse, and off they go.
Come, sir. We must get you to your ship.
We are men of action. Lies do not become us.
Well spoken, sir. What is it?
You have 6 fingers.
You can strike, spray her.
Oh, no.
Do it!
On your right hand, someone was looking for you.
Count Rugen clubs Wesley hard across the skull. Wesley falls. Fade in on the pit of despair.
Where am I?
The pit of despair. Don't even think about trying to escape. The chains are far too thick, and don't dream of being rescued either. The only way in is secret, and only the prince, the count, and I know how to get in and out.
Then I'm here till I die?
Till they kill you, yeah.
Then why bother curing me?
The prince and the count always insist on everyone being healthy before they're broken.
So it's to be torture. I can cope with torture.
The albino shakes his head.
You don't believe me?
These firefighters won't. You must be very brave. But nobody withstands the machine.
Cut to a very thick grove of trees.
Your princess is a very winning creature. Trifle, simply perhaps. But her appeal is undeniable.
Oh, I know. The people are quite taken with her. It's odd, but when I hired Mazzini to have her murdered on our engagement day, I thought that was clever. But it's going to be so much more moving when I strangle her on our wedding night. Once Gilder is blamed, the nation will be truly outraged. We'll demand we go to war.
They are deeper into the grove now. Rugen is searching around.
Now, where's that secret knot? It's impossible to find.
Finding the knot on the tree, he hits it, and it opens, revealing a staircase leading underground.
Are you coming down to into the pit? Wesley's got his strength back. I'm starting him on the machine tonight.
Tyrone, you know how much I love watching you work, but I've got my country's 500th anniversary to plan, my wedding to arrange, my wife to murder, and Gilder to frame for it. I'm swamped.
Get some rest. You haven't had your health. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything.
Cut to the thieves' forest in the day. Inigo is drunk as a skunk, sprawled in front of a hovel, a bottle of brandy in one hand and a 6-fingered sword in the other.
The anticipation is killing him.
I'm waiting for Mazzini.
You surely are needy.
You should do a push-up.
There. Hello.
It's you.
Whoa. You don't look so good. You don't smell so good either.
Perhaps not. I feel fine.
Inigo faints.
Fezzik and Inigo were reunited, and as Fezzik nursed his inebriated friend back to health, he told Inigo of Mazzini's death and the existence of Count Rugen and the 6-fingered Considering Inigo's lifelong search, he handled the news surprisingly well.
I need the man in black.
What?
Look, he bested you with strength, your greatness, bested me with skill. He must have outthought Mazzini. And a man who can do that can play my castle's onslaught any day. Let's go.
Where?
bother me with trifles. After 20 years, at last, my father's soul will be at peace. There will be blood tonight.
Cut to Prince Humperdinck's chambers.
Ah, my
Put on-
dulcet.
Put on a name tag.
My dulcet, darling. Tonight we marry. Tomorrow morning your men will escort us to Florence Channel, where every ship in my armada waits to accompany us on our honeymoon.
Wesley will come for me.
You're a silly girl.
Yes, I am a silly girl, for not having seen sooner that you were nothing but a coward with a heart full of fear.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Why not? You can't hurt me. Wesley and I are joined by the bonds of love, and you cannot track that. Not with 1,000 bloodhounds, and you cannot break it, not with 1,000 swords. When I say you are a coward, that is only because you are the slimiest weakling ever to crawl the earth.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Cut to Wesley in the machine. The prince suddenly comes down the steps, raging.
You truly love each other, and so you might have been truly happy. Not one couple in a century has that chance, no matter what the storybooks say. And so I think no man in a century will suffer as greatly as you will.
And with that he whirls, turns the machine, grabs the lever and...
Not to 50!
Listen to you here. That is a sound of ultimate suffering. My heart made that sound when Rugen slaughtered my father. The man in black makes it now.
A man in black.
His true love is marrying.
Rotate.